Pixie and welcome to Pixie's Pit. On today's show, in honor of CM Punk's return, we will be trying Pepsi Blue. And we also have Snyder's Pretzel, and they are hot buffalo wing flavor. Okay, let's get into this Pepsi Blue. Now, I've never tried this before ever, and it looks very inviting. It's this beautiful dark blue, sort of like oceany color. And I have my straw, so let's dig in. That's very, very berry. It tastes like blueberry and raspberry. Let's have another sip. I don't taste any Pepsi really at all. Maybe a bit in the aftertaste, a little bit of that kind of Pepsi fizziness. Yeah, I do get a bit of a cola thing now, but predominantly berries. This is a fun, awesome novelty. Much more on the berry end than on the Pepsi end. Nice carbonated beverage. I'm going to give this one 9 out of 10 horns in the air. Definitely, if you can find one, pick it up and try it out. It's loads of fun. All right. Let's wrap that one up tightly. And now we have our Snyder's pretzel pieces. So these are actually hot buffalo wing flavored. So it says that they're from Hanover, an American pretzel since 1909. So they've been going for quite a while. And I've never had these before either, so this should be pretty fun to test them out and see how they are. So I'm just going to cut the package open and pour them in my bowl. Oh wow, they might be very spicy because they're super orangey, and I see all different sizes there. Big pretzel pieces, little pretzel pieces. Seems like you get a mix, but I'm wondering how spicy this is going to be. Should I attempt this big orange one here? Let's see. I'm not feeling a burn yet. Spicy, but not overly spicy. It's a nice, crisp, hard pretzel, not a soft pretzel consistency, but like an actual thick, hard pretzel, but in a bite-sized format. It tastes not so much like chicken wings, but maybe the sauce that you would get on top of a chicken wing. Like basically to me it tastes like Frank's Red Hot sauce, but a little bit more of a mild version. Now I can anticipate that the more you eat of these, the more burn you can expect. Right now I'm at a mild burn level, but I think the more I would consume, the higher the burn level would go. I do enjoy these. These are a fun snack. I'm going to give them 8 out of 10 horns in the air. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite moments from last night's AEW. The show kicked off with Big Money Matt Hardy versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. The match started with Hardy motioning delete and Cassidy giving the light leg taps. This continued for a while. Hardy puts his hands in his pocket and pulls out money, supposed to be $100 bills. Orange drop kicks Hardy and all the money goes flying. And Orange starts picking up all the money and putting it in his pockets. Orange goes for a tope suicida, but Hardy counters with a side effect. Hardy picks up the fallen money and tries to regain it, but Orange does a body slam and an elbow drop. Hardy tries to then rifle through Orange's pockets to get his money back. Orange drives Hardy into 2 turnbuckles head first. Hardy does a splash mountain for a 2 count and motions delete. Orange does a tope suicida and a swinging DDT for a 2 count. Hardy's nose was bloodied. Orange did a senton and tried for the twist of fate, but didn't get it. Hardy does an elbow drop. Orange tries for the twist of fate and gets it this time for a 2 count. Orange goes for the orange punch. Hardy tries for the leech. Orange reverses, puts his hands in his pockets, and pins Hardy. I thought that this was a really good match. Next, we have the demo god, Chris Jericho. He comes out, he says that he strives to be better and stay on top, even if it meant being hit with light bulb tubes or taking a ton of power bombs. Jericho says it's who he is and what he does. He says he will keep attacking MJF in the ring or even at home. He doesn't give a shit until it is over. He has a proposal, one more match at All Out. If he doesn't beat MJF, he will go to commentary full-time on Rampage and he won't wrestle again in AEW. MJF comes out and agrees to the match. MJF says it's better to be able to say that he ended Chris Jericho than beat him in a match. MJF says that he will tap Jericho out faster than someone listening to a Fozzy CD. Next, we had the Varsity Blondes fighting the Lucha Brothers for the World Tag Team Title Elimination Semi-Final match. Jurassic Express and the Young Bucks watched the match. Pillman hit a thrust kick on Penta. Penta used a sling blade on Pillman. Phoenix used thrust kicks, a springboard drop kick, and a cutter on Pillman. Pillman drop kicked Penta to the outside. Lucha Brothers carried out stereo thrust kicks and a pile driver to Pillman for the win. Jurassic Express came out to shake hands with the Lucha Brothers, but the Young Bucks pushed Jurassic Express into the Lucha Brothers. Phoenix and Jungle Boy teamed up and hit tope suicidas in unison on the Elite outside of the ring. The next match was Red Velvet versus Jamie Hayter. Red Velvet drop-kicked Hayter. Hayter suplexed Red Velvet. Baker interfered and drives Red Velvet into the ring post. Red Velvet used a back elbow, driving knees, and a facebuster on Hayter. Hayter used a lariat and pinned Velvet for the win. Hayter, Baker, and Rebel beat down Red Velvet after the match, but Chris Statlander comes out to make the save. CM Punk makes his first Dynamite appearance. He is being interviewed by Shivani in the middle of the ring. Punk says he can't hear Shivani because the fans are chanting so loud. He says one of the things that brought him back to wrestling is the young guys like Penta, Phoenix, Pillman Jr., Jungle Boy. He's going to retire the name Voice of the Voiceless because this place has a voice and people who listen. He sees himself in Darby. He wants to know if CM Punk can still go. Darby, much like himself, doesn't fit a mold of what people think a wrestler should look like. Darby may not be the biggest or the strongest, but he has heart. It's not about proving the haters wrong, it's about proving himself right. The next match was a trios match. The Mad King, Mox, and Darby Allin with Sting versus the Wingmen with Benoni, Drake, Nemeth with Avalon. Darby chopped Drake. Kingston and Mox tackled Benoni with a double shoulder tackle. Mox suplexed Benoni. Drake used a backbreaker on Kingston. Mox bit the ear of Drake. Allin used an avalanche code red on Drake. Darby used a stunner and a coffin drop on Drake for the pin. Daniel Garcia stomps Darby and Kingston, and Sting run in, and Garcia flees the scene. Kenny Omega and Don Callis come to the ring to be interviewed by Shivani. Callis says, "We're going to take out Christian Cage once and for all at All Out." Christian Cage comes out and says that BS spews out of Kenny's mouth and that Callis is a carny piece of shit. Callis talks to Christian and Christian says, "Sorry, what did you say? I fell asleep standing up." There was a great line by Omega, "You think you know me," in reference to Edge's old catchphrase. Callis tells Christian he will be what he's been since the beginning, which is second best. Brandon Cutler cold sprays Christian, and they proceed to stomp on Christian. Frankie Kazarian makes the save. Backstage, Moxley says that only one man has the balls to fight him. He says he's insulted this crazy old man wants to go toe-to-toe with him. Satoshi Kojima, and it looks like he has got a death wish. He says it's going to be the public execution of Satoshi Kojima at All Out. The main event saw Malachi Black versus Brock Anderson. Jim Ross says that Malachi Black is an evil, dangerous human being. Brock Anderson used a double leg to take down Black. Black used a knee strike. Anderson's jaw got hit with it. Black toyed with Brock in front of Arn. Brock's forehead bled. Black used an exploder suplex and roundhouse kicks to pin Brock. As Arn comes into the ring to check on Brock, Black picked up a chair. Arn said if Black put the chair down, he'd fight him. Black put the chair down and tried to kick Arn's head, but Arn blocked it. Black used a low blow on Arn and connected with a roundhouse kick to his head. As Lee Johnson ran down to the ring, Malachi made his exit. It looked like, but I'm not sure, Malachi pulled out one of his teeth after the match. If you saw this, please let me know in the comments. Please remember to like the video and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye and good night.